Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we're going to talk about Supergirl.
Season 4, Episode 16, The House of L.
Because it really had to do with the House of L. Did not. But...
Well, I mean, it focused a lot on Lex.
Not the letter L.
Yeah, that's what it says in the episode.
Really?
Yes. The House of L.
Well, that's stupid. That's a play on words that I didn't know because I didn't see the title. Because you know the House of L is what her...
No, I know, but this says L, like Luther.
Like, when you said the House of L, I was like, oh, so it was named after her family? But
I know that it stands for that, but like it literally had the letter L.
Right. She didn't tell me that.
Sorry.
But anyways, it was a rather great episode.
It was.
She did an amazing. She did an amazing job with her
Russian accent. Yeah, she did. She did really good with that.
Yes.
I was
Kasnian, right?
Yeah. I was impressed.
Mm-hmm. She did very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked the red daughter they're going for with this. Like, it's really interesting, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, I was kind of getting tired of it, but then this episode was just like, oh, like, when it first started, and we were going to, like, watch her life, I was like,
yeah.
And then it started to get really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it's only been 9 months ago.
I know.
Like, it...
No, it was 6, right? Oh,
it was 9 months ago when they found her in Kasnia.
Okay. The 6 months was the Superman made me do it, right? Okay.
The line finally came.
It did. I can't look at you when you say it because I'll laugh.
Superman made me do it.
Yes, he did.
And you might as well add another life sentence onto it. I mean, another year sentence. Might as well make that 32.
Because he kills everybody there.
Right, so that only qualifies for one more year.
Exactly.
That's a courtroom worth of, like, murder?
Yeah. So, that'd be like 50 years.
I'm sorry, this qualifies for life?
Yeah.
Without parole.
Right.
But then, I mean, he just goes back to the same old damn prison, so he gets out either way. Oh,
yeah, because he's Lex Luthor.
Right. He got so many vacations from prison, like, the hell?
Right.
So, what did you think?
I mean, I thought it was really good, like, learning more about the whole red daughter thing, because, like, I know that that's actually, like, a story that...
A red sun?
Yeah, red sun. I know that that's a story that is, like, in the comics, right?
It's a what-if scenario.
Okay, so it's, like, a separate, like, standalone thing? Okay.
What if Superman landed in Russia instead of Kansas?
Okay. Yeah, so... like, I liked learning more about that because I honestly didn't really know, like, anything about it. So, that's always fun to learn more about that. And, of course, her accent was great. And, and the fact that she kept focusing on Alex. Like, she remembered an Alex, even though she doesn't have Supergirl's memories. And she's a complete blank slate. Like,
not complete.
Not completely.
Alex.
But for the most part. And then he's like, yeah, sure, you can call me Alex. And I'm just like, really?
Yeah. And then, like, you know that eventually she'll realize that she's a clown and not like her sister.
Right.
And so she'll know that Alex meant Alex, not Lex.
Right.
And I loved it when she was in her apartment. I can only imagine what was going through Melissa's mind. She's like, okay, I have to play myself, but not myself.
Yeah.
Like, I have to pretend to be Kara being Kara.
Yeah. Like, it's weird how that works.
Yeah, like, you have to be in the mindset of, like, she had to be in the mindset of Red Daughter.
Yeah.
Wild, like, who is trying to comprehend how Kara would react, even though she knows how Kara will react because she is Kara. So it's like, I have to think of reaction from, and I have to change my accent.
Yeah. That's why she's good at what she does.
Yes. Those are fun moments to act.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Very fun moments.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that must have been fun and interesting and crazy and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I just enjoy the episodes with Lex. Like, I feel like the ones that he's been on, like this one and last week's, like, have just been better episodes in general. Like, you know, we're not seeing the whole Liberty stuff right now.
Technically speaking, we did see the damn dude's face.
We did. But
on a brochure.
It wasn't focused on that.
No. But we know that Lex was trying to get in with him.
Yeah, because Otis knew him.
And we saw how Eve Tessmacher got with Lex.
Yeah, which was really cool.
Yes. Yeah. I did wonder why someone with so many credentials would be the gopher at...
Yeah, because she knows physics and literature, and she went to Yale, and all this stuff.
Why are you getting Kat
and I was
James
like,
coffee?
Dang, girl.
Yeah, I was like, you should be doing
it's
more
like,
than getting coffee.
Well, that makes sense now that how she can help Lena, because she has
Well, I mean, we knew that she had a degree in that.
Yeah.
Which is what made her getting them coffee so confusing.
So stupid, yeah. And it's like she's totally not using the potential that she has because she's getting coffee. Right.
But I mean, if she would have stuck with journalism, she could have went into journalism in the scientific sector. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So I mean, I guess I could see that. You know.
Right.
But I don't think. I don't know. I just. She had more of the secretary scientist vibe, none of the journalism vibe.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So why Kat would have hired her in the first place?
I don't know.
Confuses me. Because that woman only hires people who she can see becoming the better version of themselves. And like, you could not see that with that.
Yeah. Maybe she was going to have her work her way up to that point. I don't know. But whatever. Yeah, and like just the stuff with him and Lena, like the whole banter like between brother and sister is just fun to watch.
Yeah. And I loved that before she knew what she was doing or how to do anything, her first act was to save lives.
Yeah.
I loved that. That all she knew was that she heard someone crying out for help. And she just went.
Yeah. And that's why it was so heartbreaking when she thought that he was dead.
Yes. Dude.
Like, I figured...
She's gonna hear his voice.
Like, I figured, I was like, I don't think that the boy's dead. I think that they took him. And they just, like, set it up like that to make it look that way.
Well, he wasn't supposed to. Otis was supposed to let the boy die, but Otis kidnapped him before it went off.
Yeah.
And it looks like he hid him in the States. because he was driving around in his car with Big Belly Burger wrappers everywhere.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is that he's there in the city where Red Daughter is. And I'm only calling her Red Daughter because I can't pronounce her actual the name they gave her.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll have it on the IMDb.
Well, they'll have it in Russian.
Yeah.
That's her name. It's Russian. I can't speak Russian. But like that boy speaks and she'll be able to pick him out.
Oh yeah.
Like she's gonna know and then be like, well, how did he survive? And she's gonna find him with Otis. And he's gonna ruin everything.
Next week's episode is called All About Eve.
That means that they're gonna face off.
Yeah.
And I think the one thing that stops it all is going to be the little kid saying something and her hearing it. And seeing that he's alive and realizing that it was them.
Yeah.
And that she's been played by Lex this entire time. Like,
it doesn't have it in Russian on here. It just says Cara Danvers.
Yeah. So
well, anyway, we'll just call her Red Daughter. That's fine.
I'm so.
So the last episode is actually called "The Quest for Peace," the finale.
That's a storyline.
That's the name of the 4th Superman movie. A Quest for Peace.
Yeah, what happens in that one?
I have not seen that one. I've only seen the first 3. I haven't seen the 4th one.
Is that the more recent one?
No, it still had Christopher Reeve. But it was just the last movie. I didn't see that one. I heard that it wasn't very good, so I didn't see it.
And to clarify, more recent, I did not mean the current incarnation of. Okay.
Yeah, it just like it has All About Eve, and then it doesn't have the titles for the next ones after that, and then the finale it says A Quest for Peace.
I know I've seen that one.
So there's 6 episodes left.
Because I have legitimately seen every single Superman movie multiple times.
Yeah, I've seen the first 3, and the third one had the one that plays the mom on Smallville as Lana.
Right. I consider, like, even though after the 4th one, that was, like, it for Reeves, I still consider, because this is what they tried to do, I still consider the Brandon Routh one part of that incarnation.
Oh,
because that's what they tried to do. They wanted to continue the line. So, canonically, the Brandon Routh one is connected to the Christopher Reeves. So that's what I was talking about when I said the more recent one.
Oh, okay.
Was the Brandon Routh one.
Yeah, no, it's this one. It's the 4th Superman with Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, I know I've seen it, but I can't for the. Oh, it's the one with the rocket. Okay.
Nuclear Man.
Yeah.
Crusades for nuclear disarmament and meets Lex Luthor's latest creation, Nuclear Man. It has a 3.7 out of 10 rating. It was bad. Apparently.
Yes, it was. But I still sat through it multiple times.
I have not seen it.
That is what happened in the age before superhero movies became a thing, is that us who wanted to watch superhero movies was stuck with shit like that.
I mean, my parents liked those Superman movies, but I don't...
Oh, no, I liked the original 3, but that one...
I don't know if they saw the 4th one. I think they only saw the first 3. 2 or 3.
I was, like, gouging my eyes out with sandpaper.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
But I've watched it multiple times.
I'll watch the finale for Supergirl, of course.
Yes.
But I'm wondering if it's going to be a similar story.
they're probably gonna have the Cassians unleash like
nuclear war.
If not nuclear war, then some warhead.
Yeah, and then Lex will be like, nuclear man.
He's gonna see his idea that we get to see in this episode is that he's gonna pitch Supergirl, be Supergirl.
Yeah.
And then in order to save the world, he's gonna come between them and destroy the Red Daughter so that the American people will love him and we'll get Lex as president. Which, even though it happened in Smallville, is a legit storyline.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
I love how he was like, just consider us besties. And I'm like...
and she's like...
I was like, well, Clark and Lex were besties on Smallville.
Right?
Only until, like, a certain point, and then he wouldn't tell him his secret, and he's like, I go against you.
Right. Yeah. Although Alex didn't really turn against them.
Yeah.
His little baby clone that him and Lana raised. Yeah. They named him Alex, right?
I don't know. It's been like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years or more since I've seen Smallville. So I don't know.
It's been longer than that for me, but...
Yeah, as soon as I finished it, they put it on Hulu. I was so pissed. So pissed. I'm like, of course. Once I'm done.
The minute I don't need it streaming, it becomes streaming.
Exactly!
Yeah. But, wow. Okay. Computer froze, but, there we go. Yeah, anything else you gotta...
Yeah, like, I don't know. Do you think that he really does, like, love Lena? Or do you think that, like, it's just, do you think that even though he told Red Daughter that it wasn't about Lena, like, do you think that it still is about Lena? Yeah.
Yeah. I think in his own little twisted way, because he wasn't really shown how love works. In his own little twisted way, he loves Lena, and he wants her to be the best she can be, and whether doing that, it means becoming this person that she has to pit herself against, like he was saying in last week's episode, how I never acknowledged your amazing findings because if I did that, you wouldn't push hard to get my recognition.
Yeah.
And I think that did help her because that's what she craves. And he saw that, and he saw her potential, and he wanted to cultivate that. And I mean, yeah, sure, he probably wanted it cultivated for his own personal gain, but even when it didn't come to his own personal gain, he still, like, somewhere down the road, he'd find a way to get his hands on whatever the next big Lena thing was, which we all see that he did.
Yeah. Faked being sick.
No, he made himself sick.
Yeah.
He gave himself radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
But the effort has superpowers now. Not sure how I feel about that one.
Yeah.
But I do think that even though he cares about Lena, like I was saying, his overall scheme is to get rid of the Kryptonians.
Yeah.
But he does see himself being able to work alongside Lena, or at the very least, using Lena's mind by using some of her equipment, some of her, inventions and stuff. Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure is what that suit that he wore tonight was. Because remember, when she was getting attacked in her lab, and she was like, "That's a prototype suit," and she used the one arm to like shoot like cyborg beams at it. I think that's what that suit was, completed version.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think he does too, but
it's just in his own twisted way.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that they were going to give Lena the image inducer and have her go to prison as Lex. Instead of just putting her in her office, tied to a chair like she was at the beginning of last episode, and leaving a damn letter.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope Supergirl finds her. She will.
She will. I mean, it's going to be like a while because she's a little preoccupied.
Yeah.
And I think that Alex is on Lena duty.
Yeah.
Because Alex told Supergirl to get Jean and go after Lex. So I think Alex is gonna go look for Lena.
Yeah.
So. Fun.
Yeah. A lot of information this episode. But it was good. I liked it.
It was. I enjoyed it. Once I got over the factor, it became really good. Yeah. I really thoroughly enjoyed learning
Mikhail, or however you say his name. He was so cute. I'm glad he didn't actually die.
Right?
Like, I'm glad that he was still okay.
Right? Like, when Otis was telling him, any bald man you see, you lay down and act like you're dead. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, he thinks Lex is a friend. He's not, even though Lex is bald, he's not gonna lie down and act like he's dead.
I loved the disguises too, like when they had Lex with the hair.
Lex with the hair.
And then Kara with the black curly wig. Well, Red Daughter with the black curly wig disguise.
Yeah. And she was a waitress. I was like, wait, what's going on? Is this like training or something?
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah, John Cryer, he's doing a really good job as Lex. Like, I'm impressed.
Yeah. I thought I'd laugh at seeing him bald, not laugh at seeing him with hair. Like,
maybe it's because the hair looked like 80s or like Keanu Reeves type
it
hair.
Looked toupee.
It did. So that's why it was funny.
Yeah. What makes it funnier is that he's probably wearing a bald cap with a toupee over it. So he's covering his hair with a cap and then putting hair over it. Why? Just take the bald cap off and he's got hair. Magic. Like, I mean, unless the dude legitly shaved for this role.
I don't know.
Which, I don't know, I kind of doubt.
He might have.
He was kind of balding a little bit, I think, so. Which, I mean, the toupee really made him look like he was balding. That hair was so thin.
It looked like brainy hair.
No, it didn't.
Well, like the way that it's like flat kind of against the back of his neck, though, a little bit. Like the way that it was combed back, it kind of looked like that. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit.
I didn't see it.
But I don't know what it reminded me of, but
yeah.
It reminded me of something.
So, anything else?
No, I don't think so.
I liked the suit.
Yes.
The Red Daughter suit.
Yes, it was good.
Yes.
But do you think that he's kind of like treating her like his own? Like, because he's mentoring her and he's giving her the books and like all this stuff and like the chess and.
I think in his own sick, twisted way, he's treating her like his own child.
Yeah. Which is a little weird.
It is, because he's planning on murdering her.
Yeah. But he also wants Supergirl dead too, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, but the only way he can do that is if he has the love of the people, and he doesn't have that yet.
Yeah.
He won't have that until he kills one or both of them.
Yeah. Well, he'll have the love of the Sons of Liberty. Or not whatever they're called.
Sons of Liberty?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, like, if he saves the people will love him.
Yeah.
So,
and he'll save the people by killing the person that they're against, which is aliens. Or the people that they're against, which is aliens.
Not aliens. Kryptonians. Like, in the preview, we saw Red Daughter killing a bunch of legislators, so President declares war on Supergirl. Well, okay, if the nation saw that, and also saw the reason why, they don't want Supergirl dead.
Yeah.
If Lex comes along and kills Supergirl, he is their new damn hero.
Right.
He is, like, the next time they have presidential elections, that dude's getting elected. Like, period.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Because he wants power! Ultimate power!
Yep. With great power comes great responsibility!
To him, that's a total BS.
I don't care, it's true.
He has to have the sword and raise it above his head and yell, "By the power of Grayskull! I have the power!"
Kneel before Lex!
Oh my god. Okay, I want He-Man and you went Zod.
What? It's in Superman!
It is.
He-Man isn't.
I know.
At least I was being authentic.
That hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Um,
So yeah, the title for next week's episode just makes me think of the classic movie called All About Eve with Bette Davis. Because it's called All About Eve. So I'm anxious to get more of Eve's, story a little bit. I mean, we did in this episode too. Like, we saw how she started working with Lex and everything. But we might get more next week.
Yeah. It's just too bad I don't really care about her story.
Yeah, I don't.
Although I do wonder what's in the letter that she left.
Yeah, I wonder what's in the letter too.
Like, if she's actually playing two sides.
And maybe we'll learn why Kat hired her, even though she's way better than what she's doing at Catco.
Right? And further that, since Kat isn't working for the president anymore, because, president's not the president.
Yeah.
Where the hell is she?
I don't know. But Kat Grant hasn't been on the show since, season 2?
Yeah, but she had a role to play off screen.
Yeah.
She had a reason to be away from her company.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really technically her company anymore, it's still her name on it.
Right.
So I would have expected to see her in a cameo or two this season.
Would have been nice. Bring her back.
She needs to come back and give Supergirl a patented speech that just raises her spirits and gives her courage to continue.
She needs Kat's advice.
She does.
Petition for Callista Flockhart to make a cameo.
Yes. I call forth the power of the fans.
Hey, it's worked in the past.
It has.
People bring shows back by the huge amount of people and the uproar that fans make on social media. So
yeah. So I think that's all we've got.
Yeah.
No Black Lightning tomorrow night.
Nope.
So.
But you will see us on Tuesday for the Flash.
Mm-hmm. And then next Monday for
Legends.
And that's not an April Fool's joke.
No, it's coming back on April 1st.
Yeah.
So we have this week off from Monday, but you'll see us next Monday for that. And then this week you'll see us Tuesday for The Flash. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So I guess until next time,
love
yourself and
be happy!